Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for Cities Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Friday's What Map, and what a glorious map we have got. This is pretty real. I've had a quick look on Google. This looks pretty real to me. Now I apologise if I pronounce this wrong. It's Tonopah, Arizona. I'm going with Tonopah. I have had a look and tried to find a definitive answer to that one, and I can't, so we're going with that. It's by Douglas, and Douglas has done a mighty fine job with this map. A mighty fine one. Now it's a mass transit map, so you'll need that DLC, and there's a few plants and shrubs and bushes and cacti to have as well. There is a Tonopah theme. There is no defined LUT. I'm rolling with, I think I'm still stuck on the satellite from yesterday, but yeah, it looks good regardless. Now like I say, this does seem pretty damned real to me. Now it takes a good desert map to win me over. I'm not from a desert, I'm from a very lush temperate area, and so desert theme maps don't really do much for me. So it's got to be good for it to actually, well, win me over. And this map does. In fact, I really get a feel of Americana from this map. The oh, look at the detailing alongside of this. This is just glorious. Absolutely glorious. I would say overkill, but without it this map would be worse off. I think that's very nice indeed. So anyway, what was I saying? Yes, get a real feel of Americana for this. I mean, I'm not one for big, long, straight roads with nothing going on. Okay? Really, that's one of the dullest things I can think of. Just go off track for a second there. I think we'll stick to the highways in the... Yeah, we'll stick with the highways. We'll come and have a look at the side roads shortly. But, yeah, this would do nothing for me. But boy, does it feel real. Honestly, I am sucked in by this. So well done. Those fields we'll look at a little bit later on. That is a weakness for me. Yeah, they look kind of photo real from above. But from down here on ground level, it just seems to be lacking something. Like a third dimension, I imagine. Now, side roads. This is a very nicely done mountain pass. I thought we'd definitely have to have a look at this before we cracked on and looked at the rest of the map. We've got a little side road there, which we'll come back and have a look at a little bit later. That's worth... I know it's only a dirt track, but that is worth taking a little gander at. Now this road, it feels... Everything about it feels right. It takes the path that I think that a natural road would take. There's defences where there needs to be defences, and like I say, it just feels right. I can't overstate this. Every little thing about this road works for me. I wouldn't want to drive it, but I know there's a lot of people that would love to stick their foot down and go along here at the national speed limit. Or slightly faster. Not me, not me. I like it nice and safe. But anyway, yes, this now we enter a nice straight long bit of what I imagine to be boring driving if you're in the States. If you have these long straight roads where nothing happens for hours on end, how do you cope? Please stick it in the comments below, because I really can't comprehend. I live in a small country, relatively small country, and even driving for like half an hour on one of our motorways is mind-numbing. I just can't imagine something like this where there's just nothing to look at for for miles and miles and miles on end. So anyway, yes, we're back on this freeway now, and we'll just take a look at this side road, because I like this. I like this level crossing going across the middle of an intersection. I've not seen one of those in one of these maps yet, and so that's a first. I do like firsts. They make it worth getting out of bed in the morning. We'll come back to here, and we'll just take this dirt track. A reason being, just want to show you how this hugs the canal, and then goes under the bridge. This is just, it's very simple. See, it goes in a bit and then over a level crossing and back out. I just like that. It's simple, nothing clever, nothing super duper wowsy about it, but it's just right. It just works and adds a spot of interest. Now, as we hug the bottom of the mountain here with this dirt track that I promised we'd come and have a look at, in a moment there'll be a little fork in the road, and we are going to take the right here. We'll take the right, and it's not very far to go now. But look, we've reached the picnic area. How quaint. Now let's go and look at something a bit special. You know that MrMiyagi fella who does the maps? Well, he's done an asset. This is a beauty. Well, yesterday we looked at the world headquarters for Ford. Well, this time we've got Miyagi's Motors dealership. And look around the back there. We've got a service centre. We've got loads of little fresh new cars on display outside. Lovely detailing in the windows. Nicely situated corner unit, although it doesn't have to be on the corner, I guess, but it works nicely on the corner. Very nicely done, Mr. Miyagi. Very nice. Miyagi Motors dealership. Very, very lovely. Okay, down to the rail. Now, the rail is what you'd expect. There's not much going on, but what layout there is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Once again, no problems with the detailing there through that level crossing that we discussed a little bit earlier. Then going on for miles and miles and miles with nothing through that, and then on and on and on. You think to the fog? No, not on this route. We'll take a little peel off here. And hello train, we'll leave you behind, shall we? This hang glider we've got, we can go much faster. And then we come to this goods yard type affair. That's very nice indeed. Now we come through the other side under this bridge, which is cool. We've got split lines here. And then we've got this double intersection type thing, which is very cleverly done. Look at the detailing here. Which way's home? This way. We'll go south. Why not? We'll take the right hand of these two lines. Remember the left hand line. We'll call it the left hand line. We're going to remember that. And we cut through these fields, which are nondescript. We have briefly covered them. We'll look at them a bit more a bit later on. So yeah, going on. What's going on? Nothing's going on. We're bearing left, and now we're going over that left-hand line. Look at this. Look at that. Crossed it. See, that's why I mentioned it, because it was going to crop up later. And then whipply-doos through this level crossing. Joins up alongside the other line. Over the canal. And there's fog in them there distance. See, this is just a glorious map, isn't it? Water now. Now, no river. We are in that deserty type area. The Arizona desert. Very dry and dusty. And we've got water being drawn in from, I believe it's the Colorado River. I'm not checking, but I believe that's where this water is probably drawn from. And if it's not, stick in the comments below, just to prove that this Englishman doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Anyway, so this canal, very nicely done. Don't see many maps where the only water source is a canal, but it does fit for this map. Not much going on. Again, like I say, we can see the tracks on either side, which is nice detail. And you just check out the mountains ahead as well. Hang on, this canal's heading towards a mountain. Where the hell does it go? That's going to be an issue, isn't it? Also, minor issue here. See this little glitch here? Now that I'm putting down to just basically the map not settling. That was probably on the edge of the map when we started it up. And we'll come back and check that in a minute just to make sure that settles. If it doesn't settle, then it'll be minus points. But I'm confident that it will. Now, liking this. This looks like it's going into a tunnel. It's the best effort they can do, I would suggest. So anyway, going into a tunnel. But where would that come out? Well, on the other side of the mountains, of course. Look at this coming out here. Looks like it's coming out of a tunnel. That's very cleverly done. Look at the water pouring out of there. That is beautiful. Douglas, you are the man. You really are. We'll follow this path, this beaten track, this watery beaten track, out towards the distant fog there. So anyway, so that's your water, but we're going to have a quick look back at that glitchy water in the first part of the canal, just to make sure it clears. High speed. Let's just check to make sure this settles. And that is settling nicely. That's filling in. That is lovely. Cool. We'll just better track back to make sure there's no repeat glitches. No, that's perfectly fine. Excellent work. Excellent work. Thank you very much. Now, let's have a look at the terrain. Well, the terrain is pretty much perfectly flat, and that is accurate. I can't ask you to put hills in where there are no hills. This is pretty much what you'd expect to find. There are a few rocks and bits of detailing and some undulations. Over here we've got some small hills that you build around. Adds a little bit of interest. So a small town around there maybe. Possibly a little bit of mining, maybe. You might want to do that. But look at the detailing. Look at the quality of those hills. They feel solid to me. They look like they are not going anywhere. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Look at that little range of hills there. Very nice. What else have we got? Not much else. There's some slight undulation there, as you can see, as we're coming out of the hills. But look at this. Look at the view. I'm not a desert fan. I'm not. But that is nice. Oh, these fields I promised. We'll look at these last, you see. That does nothing for me, I'm afraid. That doesn't feel like an agricultural field. From above, it looks great. It looks perfect. It looks exactly like it looks from aerial views in Google. But this, nah. You ain't won me over with that bit. But the rest of it, core blimey fella. Douglas, you are, as they say, the man when it comes to flat deserty type maps. Okay, let's settle down. Let's settle down. Aesthetically, it's really nice. I can't quite give it a 5th star, but it is very, very nice. Detailing, on the other hand, nothing wrong with it. Cannot find a thing to fault it with. Everything is top quality, top draw, 5 stars. Gameplay potential, unlimited. You can go crazy with this map, and I'm going to give that 5 big, fat, lovely, juicy, perfect stars as well. So, Tonopah, Arizona, by Douglas, and it gets the BonBonB seal of approval. No questions asked, no reward, just a little slap on the back of the head, which is me saying you did well. You did well, Douglas. Right, that's it. One more map to come this week. That'll be tomorrow. And we'll have our quirky asset as well. Don't want to miss that now, do you? I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.